This is English Shorthand Dictation 191 and the dictation speed is 140 words per minute. Ready? Start. Mr. Vice Chairman Sir, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on the calling attention motion on the system of counter guarantees and other assurances given by the government in the context of foreign investment in power sector. The Honorable Minister has given a very elaborate statement in this House and certain queries have been raised by my friend. As far as India and other countries of the world are concerned, power is a very important thing in the development of agriculture, industry, trade and exports. In our country, through various planning programs, we have been tapping sources available for the production of power, whether it is the thermal power or the hydroelectric power or the gas power or the nuclear power. But within our resources, we are not able to meet the demand. It is known to all the honorable members of this House who come from the north, the south, the east and the west as to how the states are starved of power. In some states, for agricultural purposes, they are giving only 15 to 20% of power per day. Industries are not running to their full capacity because of power shortage. Therefore, in 8th plan, the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Minister of Energy took keen interest and saw to it that the power position was improved. They have envisaged generation of 30,000 megawatts of power, but our actual requirement is 48,000 megawatts. With the available resources, the Government of India has provided some funds, but they are insufficient. Therefore, they have approached the private investors within the country and some investors from abroad also. I understand that some foreign companies are coming forward to invest in the power sector in India. When the new economic policy had been announced by the Government of India, the new energy policy had also been announced simultaneously. Now we are getting encouraging results. We know pretty well as to how the states are suffering in the power sector, how the state electricity boards are managing their affairs. Several meetings were held by the Honorable Minister on the issue of the subsidy. Due to the subsidy being given to the agriculturists and to the industries, the state electricity boards are running into losses. Even the arrears due to the central government are running into crores of rupees. Sir, the state government bodies like the state electricity boards are not making profits. They are running on losses. The state governments are also not in a position to guarantee a foreign investor. Ultimately, the persons who come here and invest $400 to $600 million for each project do want a concrete guarantee for their investments. It is quite natural for any businessman or any person who comes and invests in our country to expect a guarantee for his investments. Here, the Government of India comes and helps the state governments in having their power projects. Now, they are reading too much in between. I am glad that by the efforts of the Maharashtra government, a 1000 megawatt gas-based power plant is coming up there. But the state government, with all the resources at the command, is not in a position to invest in the project. The foreign companies who come forward to invest there will not invest on the assurance given by the state government of Maharashtra alone. They want the central government to give a guarantee for their funds. That has to be taken care of. Even if I am a businessman, unless and until there is some kind of guarantee for my funds, I will not invest them. Therefore, the Honorable Minister has rightly mentioned three things. One is tie up with banks. Another is a state government guarantee backed by the Government of India guarantee. The third thing is the handing over of transmission lines directly to the private consumers. The interest of foreign investors is very clear. Even if we Indians go to any other country for investing, we would like to have a guarantee for our money. Therefore, it is quite natural for any foreign investor to expect a guarantee for the money he invests here. If things go according to the agreed terms and conditions, it is well and good. If there is any violation on the part of the state governments in spite of the protective clauses we are having, then they would like to invoke the guarantee clauses. It is natural for any foreign investor. Therefore, we are in a position to give more power in this country for industrial purposes, for the purpose of agricultural output, and for various other aspects also. If we have more power in this country, that will bring a revolution in the country. Therefore, the terms and conditions mentioned by the Honorable Minister for the purpose of giving counter guarantee to the foreign investors to come and invest in our country is a healthy move, and I support it. Madam Vice Chairperson, the present amendment concerns only Section 7 and Section 9 of the Parent Act, through which the government wants to take certain powers to spend some funds on the staff and also to construct some cabins, etc. The question of national highway and providing adequate express highways and other highways in the country is such an important issue that the government should give topmost priority, either by diverting funds or from other sources or by reducing the governmental expenditure, because the days are not far off when the entire roads of this country will be completely blocked due to increased traffic. Probably all the vehicles will be on the roads. Those days are not far off. People may be dying in an emergency van, or milk may not be reaching the children in the towns, and the vegetables and other foodstuffs may not be moving. Those days are not far off if the present state of roads continues. Therefore, the need is to have a very speedy program and action program which within a very short period should cover and improve the present highways, and also to construct express and direct highways between the national capital and the various states. Madam Chairperson, there are about 50 national highways in the entire country. What is the state of affairs of these highways or the roads and the vehicles? For instance, when our country became independent, there were only 14,000 vehicles in the national capital, Delhi. But today there are more than 20 lakh vehicles in the city of Delhi. Similarly, there were only a few lakh motor cars and other vehicles. Now the number has increased manifold, and crores of new vehicles are there in the country. I had asked a question today about the National Highway number 1. The question could not be brought on the starred list, and it was an unstarred question. I asked whether it was a fact that a large number of deaths and serious injuries are caused as a result of accidents on National Highway number 1 between Ambala and Delhi. I further asked whether the government proposed to construct expressways and multi-lane highways in the country, and what were the remedial steps being taken by the government. In reply to the question, the minister stated that they had got a plan. In the 8th 5-year plan, they wanted to widen highways from 2-lane to 4-lane in a length of 900 kilometers at an estimated cost of rupees 1,600 crores, and widening of 2 lanes in a length of 1,350 kilometers at an estimated cost of rupees 360 crores. Madam, as you know, the judicial system consists of two parts, that is, the bar and the bench. The people in both the bar and the bench come from the same background, the legal background. Sometimes they are interchangeable, but unfortunately in this tussle which has been going on between these two wings, it is the public which suffers. It is we, the people, who are mentioned in the preamble of the Constitution. We look forward to the judicial system as the guardian of the people's interests. Now, why this has happened, it is difficult for me to go into. In this connection, I would like to mention one or two things. In the first place, I would like to mention that this kind of a tussle sends wrong signals to the lower levels, and it creates a laxity in the judicial system at different levels.